I also got, now I'm not going to say anything, but there is a DM I was sent that we're waiting for confirmation on. That if what was sent to me is true, and I don't even want to repeat it yet, it will be 10 times worse.
Yeah, we've got some rumors from a fairly credible source close to the Rekieta camp that something really unspeakable is going to come out in a drop in a couple days. I refuse to believe what I've been told. I don't believe it. And if it is true, fucking shame on everybody in that household, and they ought to be fucking... We can't even say. We can't even say.
Honestly, guys, if it's true, now again, it has not been confirmed, but if this drop happens and it's true, it will make the Coke thing look like a cigarette.
It is unconfirmed. It is speculative, but it does come from a source that would know.
Yeah.
So
we're waiting. We're waiting.
We're waiting on that.
Yeah, we're waiting on that.
Well,
all right.
Let's just go to Rackets, the June 23rd at the very bottom there.
All right.
All
right, here we go.
So, now, this is the stream that occurred immediately after the hot mic audio revealed that April was still in the house.
Which we found live.
Which we reviewed live on the last show.
Yeah.
And we thought potentially there was a sniff at the end. Could be. Maybe they were discussing drugs. Not 100% sure.
It was.
But let's watch how Rekieta opens the stream following the hot mic disaster.
Okay. Now at this point, the hot mic hadn't been exposed on Twitter, but here we go.
But he knew.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Hot Mike Explaining the Interwebs.
It's a big self-felt alert, right out of the box. He's like low energy, bum status, and he just goes, "Well, welcome to Hot Mike Explaining the Internet."
We hear April.
Is it really a laughing matter when everybody found out that your mistress is still in the house and you might still be using cocaine?
And also that you decided to not bring your
appropriate?
Kids?
Yeah. Is it really appropriate there to start the show? Oh, it's so funny. I was laughing in jokey way. Like, not everything is a joke, buddy. Like, if you take everything in your life casually, you'll become a casualty, Rekieta.
Yeah.
So he's like so casual, so cool in the gang about it, but it will lead to him becoming a casualty. And he's going to explain how you shouldn't talk about cases and then go on to talk about his case again. And his legal strategy.
Yes.
Still not having learned from the previous streams where he did said thing.
By the way, these paintings are horrible.
They are. What is the aesthetic that he's going for? Teenage girl? Teenage stoner girl? Like with the bright neon and pastel colors?
Who the fuck made this poll?
It's so shit, dude.
Whoever, fuck you, psycho.
I'm still working out the kinks on everything.
Don't say.
Really?
Back and get back into the swing of things a little bit better.
What a poor choice of words. He goes, it's time to get into the swing of things. And I swear he did it on purpose, too. It's like, buddy, you're accused. It's been proven you were a swinger. But let's get back into the swing of things after I was just exposed to still be swinging on the hot mic.
By the way, like, swing of what? Like, what is his show now? like, how could you review people's cases? But how could you review people's cases while you're on like a felony charge?
No, but he talks about how he's working out the kinks and how he's getting into the swing of things.
Fuck.
Like, what a crazy bastard, you know?
I was going to do this the other day and just kind of have a normal stream, probably a little shorter than we were doing, a little shorter than usual.
But you weren't even doing streams.
Yeah.
You weren't even doing them back before you were arrested. And they were shit.
And the fucking the stand-up style, like, him saying stand-up style jokes, it's not working.
No.
Was going to have a little bit of a shorter stream, and then some things happened right before that stream that kind of needed to be addressed.
Fucking home run, get it? Because the kid with coke and the drugs, yeah.
And I'm going to avoid most of the fucking questions about it and everything else, because my case, I can't talk about much. However,
you know, it should end there. There should be no however. Just don't talk about the case, you lunatic. You would advise anybody else to not do it, but he's so smart, guys. He's smarter than the rest of us. However.
Yeah, let's see.
However, in true idiotic fashion, we're probably going to discuss things a little bit.
Wait! Hang on!
He even admits it's idiotic to do so. This guy has given up all hope. Like,
are you fucking kidding me?
Zoom in on him there. Look in his eyes how felt it is.
Is that Andy doing Chipperson? Yep, that's from Opie and Anthony. All right, here we go. This is very funny.
There's an ongoing
criminal
case with me, as has been.
We know.
Imagine having to start every stream you do, which you shouldn't even be doing to begin with, by saying, there's an ongoing criminal case against me.
In case you haven't heard.
Released in some ways. There's another ongoing matter that runs parallel to that. It involves my family, and people are very, very eager and keen to have a bunch of details about my children, which, you know, I guess if that's what they want to do, that's...
Listen, we want to know these details if you gave your kid coke, because it will help establish if you're a person worth watching or not, or caring about, which you don't seem like you are.
Yeah.
Okay? People don't want to know about your kids to fucking J.O. to them, the thought of them. It's not like pedophiles. No, they want to know, did Rekieta give his kid fucking coke so we could put him on a cross or not?
Yeah.
That's why.
That's it.
That's why. Can you believe it? They want to Whoa.
That's what they're going to do. As far as that goes, anyone who wants this thing done and taken care of and expects me to have this thing worked out in some sort of quick fashion.
But nobody's expecting that.
No one's expecting that at all.
This is just bizarre straw man stuff he's come up with out of nowhere.
Yeah. Does Rekieta have a Dropbox?
Come to the legal process and the speed of government. People are...
Okay, yeah, it's going to take a long time, right, Nick? We understand that. But guess what? We can still hate you until that happens. Can you stop hating me until it's proven that I'm guilty?
But no, it's obvious that he's guilty.
Yeah.
The only question is whether he's going to get off on a technicality.
Exactly.
But he's obviously guilty of all of it.
Exactly.
Saying that I'm making statements like this is some sort of
and that's
conspiracy.
True. Kino said that. Nick waived his right to a speedy trial. It could be going faster, but he wants to stay out longer.
Yeah.
And then on his arms, everybody's pointed this out. You can see the track marks. At one point, he's going to directly address them.
And show them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And other people on Twitter and stuff who share his condition have said that the marks that appear on their arms look nothing like those marks.
Yeah.
And the speculation is that they're marks when he's fucked out of his mind from scratching, which makes sense.
Yeah. And also, we haven't seen these marks before, right? He was like a streamer for years before these marks appeared, and no one's seen those marks before. So
the sort of accusation or saying that there is some sort of plot against me or whatever. I mean, I have no fucking idea. I haven't ever claimed that. Other people have suggested shit like that.
Bullshit.
Go talk to them.
Bullshit. On your last stream, you said that Alicia Sweep, and you mentioned her by name, is a liar. And you said that documents in your case were fraudulent and that they lied. Like, that's what you said. You're so full of shit, man.
Yes, look at the zoom in. That's fucked. That guy is staring at my soul, man.
To them about those theories. As for me and my claim,
by the way, why would you put, again, I've said this before, why would you put a painting of the Joker behind you?
they're very, very simple. The citizen.
Johnny Depp should sue you for having this as the background.
It lowers his brand value, to be associated with a slime ball like you.
Does not have an unfettered ability to respond to government. Though we have freedom of speech, everything we say that we are free to say can be used against you once you stand accused. Actually, technically, before you stand.
Then why are you saying this shit? You understand what you're saying? It just doesn't make any sense.
And accused, but certainly once.
By the way, a bunch of lawyers reviewed this, and all the titles of their videos are like, "Why the fuck would you do this? Nick, are you crazy?" That's the thumbnail. Is he crazy? Like every lawyer is like, this is crazy.
And with that realization, it means that anything the government says about you may have to go unanswered for an extended period of time. But there are answers that I can give to questions that people have that are very generic.
Why does he have a hammer here?
I don't know. But when he says that the only answers he can give are very generic, it's like, buddy, is it generic to name the CPS officer Alicia Sweep and say she's a liar? No, that's not generic. And if the answers that you can give are only generic, they're not even worth fucking giving. So why are you streaming and talking about your case? But it's like, okay.
Generic about my case. Anyone who suggests that I ever have refused an ordered drug test from the government is incorrect. I've complied with every ordered drug test from the government. And yes, that means I have actually taken drug tests and submitted them to the government.
So Rekieta, nobody's saying that you didn't submit that drug test, but what they're saying is that you revoked the authorization for CPS to know the results of it. Mm-hmm. So why did you do that? If the result's negative, like you're saying, why did you revoke access for CPS to have access to that result?
By the way, could I say something, Ashton? Earlier, we talked about how someone messaged us and said that there's something crazy that might be released on Nick, okay? Yeah. Hey, Nick's Jannies who are watching. Here's the message you could bring back to Nick. I just caught a DM, okay? We're not going to reveal it until it's leaked, okay? Because apparently he's sending people in here to, like, see what we have on. We'll tell you. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
We'll let you know when it comes out, okay?
It's not confirmed yet, and I'm not going to say anything that's not confirmed. As a matter of fact, like, it's not going to happen.
So you can go back and tell Nick that, all right?
I know it's wild to consider, but that has happened. So any reports that I'm not doing that are flat out false.
But that's not what the report was. It's just bullshit. That's not what anybody was saying. It's that you withdrew consent for the results to be made available. That's what you did.
Insider sources people have. I don't care what other suggestions there are, but any suggestion that I am not doing that, like I'm adamantly refusing a court-ordered drug test, are completely incorrect. Shockingly, they're all clean. I know it's really hard to believe.
Whoa!
But they're all
You admit that it's hard to believe? Like, I think it's impossible to believe. But apparently, like, if they're pissed that it leaves the system within 3 days, I don't know. Maybe it's possible that he passed the test. But by him even saying, I know it's hard to believe they were all negative, it's kind of makes him guilty. Like, why are you saying this on stream?
Well, okay, passing a piss test, by the way, doesn't mean that you weren't on drugs. Yeah, if you're in the middle of like a felony trial, maybe you did quit drugs. It doesn't mean you weren't on drugs. There wasn't 26 grams of coke, and your kid wasn't on the fucking drugs.
Let's zoom in on his face. Is this not an LA Noir, like, X to doubt?
Yes!
It really is. It's a lying face. He looks guilty as fuck as he says this.
He refused the hair follicle test.
Let's hear the hair follicle results, sir.
Yes!
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to say it any other way, but the government has a problem in my case, and that is that they cannot show any evidence.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Crazy. He's saying there's no evidence of him possessing the drugs.
Look at this, Ash.
Oh man, the stress must be hitting that hairline hard. This is like a whole Norwood 4, bud.
No, you know what? Jesse P.S., his theory from Pot Awful says, you know how he punches himself with stress? He's punched himself bald. That's a Jesse P.S. happy to be here quote
of drug use.
By the way, he's using the word government to make the patriots angry.
When he says this, though, they have the cocaine, 26 grams.
Stop.
They have the dollar bills with cocaine on them. They have the straw, the Coke straws. Okay. They have the ketamine pills. All right. They have it all in your bedroom. You admitted it was your bedroom. They're not charging you with trafficking. They're charging you with possession. That's sufficient enough for the possession. But we're going to learn later on what his real defense is. When somebody asks, and it's at the very tail end of this clip. And what he says is, well, I wasn't home when they got there. So, and he's like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So what he's implying by that and what his defense is that it was Kayla and April's cocaine, not his cocaine. And he's going to throw his wife under the bus and she's going to serve the time.
But then still flip it over and then blame him.
Well, I don't know. Is she that brainwashed that she's going to go to prison for him and admit that it's hers? Like, I just can't imagine a man choosing to send his wife to prison over himself.
I personally think it was like, the 16-year-old's coke.
Oh, man. Why not blame it on Aaron? He might try that. I don't know.
He may as well.
But Aaron wasn't home. Kayla and April were home.
I was joking, by the way.
Guilty.
Whoa, look at those track marks.
Look at his arms. Look.
Oh, my God.
Those are scabies, man. That's filthy.
Oh, and look at, oh my God.
If the government decides that they can prove that beyond a reasonable doubt, that remains to be seen. But there's a long way to go in that process. I was not required to take any drug test by the government up until a certain point.
Like, why, you know, up until a point.
They caught me.
His explanation for all of this and why the tests are clean is because it's like, well, yeah, I was using, but then they only drug tested me the week later. So then I,
Yeah.
Okay.
Once that was ordered, which I believe was on June 7th, I've complied with all of them. And just know this. I'm fighting literally.
So he says he complied with all of them, but that's not what we're contesting.
No.
Which, by the way, he didn't apparently submit to the hair follicle test. He'll only do a piss test.
Yeah.
But what people are contesting is that you haven't made the results available to Child Protective Services because that's what that document says.
Yeah.
Now, if we get a document that says otherwise, we'll 100% retract that and be, okay, he's making it available. He's trying to see his kids.
Yeah.
But as of right now, you're not even addressing what the truth of the matter is.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day when I'm not on camera, which you'll note is rare these days, I'm fighting behind the scenes.
It was rare before.
Yeah.
Like he did try and say, I'm fighting for my family. This is where it gets really over the top, by the way.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fighting for you guys. It's like, no, you're not. Listen to this shit he's about to say.
Family and for my own liberty. And consequently, for yours as well.
I'm fighting for your liberty. Come on, Rekieta.
I'm fighting for your liberty to have 26 grams of coke.
I'm fighting for your liberty not to feed your kids and to let them stink and to let them test positive at 9 years old for 10 times the limit on cocaine.
You guys like free speech, right?
Holy.
What about the vax?
Because there are liberty issues at play here.
Oh, man.
If people take a step back and look at this situation and say, would I want to be in this situation?
Well, don't be caught with that much coke.
I mean, listen, the thing is, like, anytime, and he knows, anytime you buy cocaine, you know right well, and you have to in the back of your head think, fuck, what if I get busted?
Yeah.
And you had 5 kids to take care of. And you took the risk of getting busted with an ounce of blow in your house, Rekieta. That's fucked. It's not a matter of, is it, well, it should be legal. Well, it's not. And you took that risk. It's like, fuck, well, would you want to be in this position? No. That's why I don't buy an ounce of blow.
Under those circumstances that the government has used, you can make your decision on how you would answer that. I know how I do, but I'm a little biased in the situation. You could understand. Here's a friendly one to whoever runs the Gunt News Network.
Kino Shade named.
Now listen, the moment you're trying to fight with the Gunt News Network, rather than actually focus on your real criminal charges, you've lost. You've lost.
Well, Ash,
and
GNN is the most reputable news stores ever.
And they're technically correct.
Yeah.
By Rekieta's own admission, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand. And this whole 2-minute diatribe he does here is completely irrelevant to the point that he hasn't allowed access to the drug tests for CPS. That's what's being contended here.
You said in your tweet about the order that was released the other day that neither I nor my wife intervened on behalf of our children. There's a very simple reason why. An intervener is a non-party to the suit who would then step in the place of a party to take over the suit if they had some sort of interest. Taking it out of the context.
Still didn't intervene. I don't know. It's just total cope. It's just total cope.
And it's said in this lawyery,
this legalese. You're debating the legalese of all of this with Gunt News Network.
Right?
So my case, and I said this earlier on Locals, if you're watching on Locals, I'm sorry, you're probably bored with this. Taking it out of the context of my case and putting it in the context of, say...
I'm sorry to say this, Rekieta, and guys, Ashton clipped out the best parts. Bored with this, your 98% of your stream is boring.
Yeah. It's really bad.
It's boring. He stinks.
An election fraud lawsuit.
Listen, we're going to need a Dear John soon.
Here, you know what? Just skip ahead a minute. Honestly, just skip a full minute ahead.
Yeah.
It's honestly, all of this is just
or for gun policy, a highly volatile or controversial issue, you may have a gun rights activist correct, but that's only because we cannot intervene. We're things like that I can talk about, and I can try and clear up and provide a little bit of an educational aspect to them. Going beyond
Nobody is asking for you to educate us.
Yeah, in fact,
this is crazy. The way he goes about all of this is just nut bar. It doesn't make any sense. He shouldn't be streaming until his trial date. But here it is. He's arguing with the Gunt News Network. He needs to correct the news. He needs to correct the record of the Gunt News Network at the risk of his freedom. It's great. It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm not going to talk legal strategy. I can't talk about...
But you are.
It's so funny how the Joker is just laughing over his shoulder. Doesn't it? It really is poetry. Holy.
Yes, some disagreements I may have with...
That painting on the right is terrible, by the way, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Things that are...
Is that a meme? What's that from? Do you know? I'm not a cat? What's that from? Is that a meme or
I have no idea.
No? Okay.
That are presented as fact, but those will be addressed in the courtroom or in motion practice, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. With all that, I do thank everybody for their continued most important thing, which is offers of prayers, good thoughts, and support from my family.
Oh, the fucking prayers.
Guys, we just
thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers for him in this time, guys.
Particularly my children. This is not a fun time for them.
Prayers.
Yeah, them. Yeah.
I don't think you do, friend.
No.
And as much of it as it's not a fun time for me, they're far more important than I ever have been.
But you seem to be having a really fun time. He seems
he's loving it.
He he's just so joyful. He's just laughing and joking along. And, it's all great. And he's really enjoying the time away from his kids. He said, like, he has so much more free time. But,
April
he tries to say here,
but
he tries to say here his kids are more important than anything. But they weren't more important than the cocaine. They weren't more important than April's pussy. They weren't more important than the baldo. Like,
jeez.
It's always been true in my entire life. See, on the flip side, all will out at some point. And that's what I keep telling people.
All will out. Yep. All will out. Oh, man. It sure will.
All will eventually out. So why am I in so many people's DMs? How many people's DMs am I in? Can you give me
a lot?
You're in a lot of DMs. We know you're in a lot of people. He just tries to make this pedantic bullshit. Well, can you give me an exact number? How about you tell us how many, and then we'll decide if it's too many.
Because we know it's a bunch.
It's a lot of people's DMs. Come on, dude.
And let's just say not a lot of them are being quiet about it.
He asked that. He asked the person like they would know.
Yeah.
Well, how about you tell us then?
I have something much more important to deal with, guys. I did not have enough going on. I got something very, very critical. Fan mail.
Is this all his show is now? It's fan mail?
Seriously.
No, it's like 2 shows in a row, right? Fan mail?
It's his ethics complaint.
Oh.
Which I just cut this entire segment about the ethics complaint. It was shit.
That's right. That's right. We have fan mail.
Didn't I make that joke a week ago? And it became true? Okay.
If you're not familiar, fan mail is an ethics complaint against me. And nope, it's not what you're thinking it's for. Believe it or not.
Your daughter testing positive for cocaine. You being charged with crimes. It's not what you think it is,
IDK
guys.
anymore says, have you
I'm about to spend 25 years in jail.
watched the Lipstick Larry animation on you?
Let's go.
No, I've never actually heard of Lipstick Larry.
Lipstick Larry.
You can totally see they get Lipstick Larry.
Lipstick Larry, shout out. Hang on. I'll pop it on for 1 second.
Let's pop.
He's talking about.
Let's play it here.
Let's play it here, guys. Here we go. And this could be on the Clip channel too. Clip channel. Enjoy this. I'll mute us.
Yeah, matey. This is a retard alert. Read the screen. It is time for justice. Court is now in session. Under oath, a ghoulish sight. A man so pale with glassy eyes. His body so grotesque. It can only be Rekieta. The defendant, a small-town lawyer, a family man corrupted by the internet. Don't you understand? He is just a frail old man. Here's what he do. Objection! The small-town lawyer isn't what he seems. We got evidence this man is a swinger. Drug addict, this nose, and alcoholic. Objection, you're all overruled. We see him not below the bar, sharing his body with all the grandmas. Extorting lies, IT running a marathon. They're drinking booze with no care, left down on the floor. It's children unfed. What? I will have order in this court. Nick is sniffing! Nick is shaking, Nick can't tell the stress. His face goes so pale, his withdrawals becoming far too much. Your honor, I can't explain. I'm just a victim of the internet. It's time for a project. Nick, you are barred. Now get the hell out of my courtroom.
Alrighty, that was Lipstick Larry's animation.
Yeah, we thought we'd throw it in there in case you missed the intro. All right,
let's get back to this.
But I hope it's funny at least. Does
By the way, I was going to think, in that video, I just noticed finally on the part where it goes children unfed, and it's everyone, and they go, what? And there's mundane Matt's there. On the very right, there's Coach Redfield in the chef outfit. It's like a chef Redfield. Like, it's so dense with like references to our show. So it's awesome.
Lights. Let's see. Salt Miner MF says Aaron said he cucked you and you cucked him. Woo! That's your.
Why would you read this out loud?
What a loser, man! Having to read about how he got cucked by Aaron. Oh, buddy.
Wife, how'd y'all fall so far apart? You know what? Aaron says a lot of things.
Yeah.
And as I said before, Aaron will say what he will say.
We heard April.
We heard April on the hot mic several times, buddy.
Like, come on.
And I will let you determine his credibility without my assistance. I hope he makes $1 million.
Oh, the Steve and the cult, buddy.
Are you? This guy gets felted every second.
It's not even on the daily or the hourly or the minutely. It's on the secondly.
Bing, 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 bing. Felt.
Red shirt Lexi says, you said you tested clean, but what about your offspring? Also, your arm.
Oh man, why is he doing these streams, dude? And the whole chat was just fucking ruthless to him. And the super chats were all swept up, but these ones got through, and he's just losing it.
How? Like, what would you say the percentages of like support versus non-support in the chat?
I would say realistically, it's probably 80% negative, and there's like about a 20% positive contingent.
That's crazy. Yeah. Imagine being the guy who's still on his side. No, but God, like who is that guy who's like, no, he's still cool. That's an unhinged. That's like a fucking screw loose person.
Look like they have a lot of weird marks on.
Oh, they were mass banning apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I don't know how else to say this. I know people are very concerned about weird marks. I have colored.
Oh,
zoom in on his arm.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
That's right on a vein, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
So there's track marks on your veins, bro.
Okay.
I don't even believe he's injecting anything.
I don't think so either.
But it doesn't look good. And to try and pretend like it's like just totally normal to look like that, it's not.
Okay.
Genic urticaria, cholinergic or cholergenic. So when I'm warm, like right now, I break out into hives. It's cool. And sometimes they get really itchy and you scratch them and they scratch open. It's not fun. It's not pleasant. It started when I was 35 and it's been
What?
It started when you were 35.
That's an X to doubt.
I mean, like, I just don't believe the guy because he lies and lies and lies all the time.
So you don't believe anything, right? It's like, oh.
Fucking miserable night.
I wouldn't believe what he ate for breakfast, for real. I'd be like, well, I don't know about that. Pancakes.
Nightmare for 7 years. So, cool. There you go.
Yeah, by the way, like, apparently he's had them since he was 35. He's had them for 7 years, the entirety of his streaming career.
But we haven't seen that.
Nobody's ever seen them until like 6 months ago when he started, swinging and probably doing coke and shit and God knows what else.
And by the way, when you're being felted and you have to do this, you have to keep like saluting like constantly. Yep, that's the thing. You're in trouble. He's in trouble.
It's almost like
how much did he make on this stream, you think?
$100.
Cog makes more. Oh my God.
There's a reason for him.
You just did a Joker laugh there.
Oh my goodness. Let's
the fool's salute. It's very funny.
see Pest.
Oh.
Yeah, he did
Big
make a
Happy
lot.
says when
Soft-boiled
you-
egg
when
says
you-
he made 1,500 on the first one back, but it was nowhere near the level of super chats on the second stream. $100 is probably an underestimate, but I went through the whole thing earlier this afternoon, and there were no like $100 donos. Like,
Well,
the
you want
most
to
you
know
would
why he
see
made
is a
1,500, right? On the first one back, it was all the hate, right? It was all the fucking like questions and pressing.
You go to jail. Can you get a Law Pope Vanity commissary number asking for a friend? I don't know. I'm gonna eventually. I'll get to tell all my jail stories, but they didn't give
all of his
me.
jail stories. Like, eventually, just don't tell us your jail story. I mean, yes, go ahead. Look at him. He looks like he's in jail getting bummed right there. He looks like Green Goblin on crack.
Look at this. This is fucking wild.
Any of the stuff you're supposed to get in regards to having your like commissary number. They didn't give me the little device that you can use. They make you say that you agree to abide by the terms of the handbook at the jail, for example.
This is the state conspiracy.
But the handbook is just a QR code.
Jail has a TOS?
Yeah,
and they don't give you
somehow also has a TOS.
We can't get away from them.
little fucking they didn't give me the little fucking device to scan the QR code, so I didn't even get to read what it said. It's cool. That's how my jail experience was. It was fun.
Wow.
It was so fun.
How do you make jail so boring?
This is his preemptive cope.
Yeah.
Is to say jail is fun, and that's why he went back. He's like Ricky and Julian. Oh fuck,
Yeah.
bud, there's good weed in jail there, buddy.
Here we go.
What is he doing?
He's struggling.
What is he doing though? He doing a line?
The most banned queen says, is it considered professional for a lawyer to announce on social media they're withdrawing their offer of pro bono representation, or are those convos supposed to be private?
Zoom in. Look at his pointed elf ears, man.
Yeah.
He is a fucking goblin on crack, dude. But it's like, so this DUI guy announced. Yeah.
It's the painting behind him that's
No, it kind of is. Yeah. Ooh. That's so funny. But the thing is, DUI guy announced, oh yeah, I'll represent Rekieta pro bono. He's trying to nose guard and sweep. Then it comes out Rekieta's kid's positive for cocaine. He's like, I retract that. Rekieta's gonna see he's not happy about this retraction of the pro bono offer, bud.
I think if they made a public offer, they could probably make a public withdrawal of the offer.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the question I would have is why?
Why do you think, Rekieta?
I wonder why.
I have no idea.
Can you believe it?
Why, guys?
Can you believe
it? With the positive cocaine test of my 9-year-old? Fuck. Who knows?
It'll be a mystery for our entire lifetime.
I don't remember hiring or
someone said, holy shit, look at that. The elf ear is even crazier on this angle. Really? Someone said for us to put a fucking Santa Claus hat on him or an elf hat.
That's funny.
Agreeing to pro bono representation, I thought it was a very generous offer. But if we're talking about someone in reference to me, because someone did offer me that, and I was not aware that offer was off the table. But hey, I don't know.
It is.
Maybe you're talking about someone else. But I thought the offer was very generous. If it's off the table, that makes me sad.
You should be sad.
Crispin Watt 24 says, finally, a man with a parenting style I can hang with. I've literally seen people do.
God, the Feltoning's brutal, dude.
Finally, a guy whose parenting style I can hang with. And Benoit hung himself on the Bowflex and killed his kids, for those of you who don't know. Oh, buddy. Rekieta read it out, and he's smiling. He's laughing.
Well, he's the
laughing
Joker,
at
baby.
the Joker, baby.
Worse, right? I see a lot.
Smile when
God,
you're
I see a lot of myself.
felted. Smile
Wait,
when
Ash.
you're facing 25 years.
He doesn't even have a standing desk.
There's not a Baldo in the sky. Rekieta's high on cocaine. It's such a fucking shame. His 9-year-old's on cocaine. Smile.
You approach caring for your wife and kids. We're on a good path, man. Come on. Wow. Oh my
Just
goodness.
so felted.
Big
Wow.
Happy said,
Wow. Isn't it funny, guys, that my kids are abused like Benoit's?
Oh, fuck.
Is it when? Wait, I read that one.
Right
Now
on.
he's at the point where he's reading super chats multiple times again.
Anime sucks. Copa
For 5
Chris
I got this link here, dude.
Benoit one says, "Stop stealing my bit, you fag."
Oh!
Chris Benoit, back for
Again.
blood. Back for blood. But look at him there.
They call him
She has,
He laughed.
He's
He's
laughing.
laughing. It is funny. I mean,
Eugelus
You
Sneed
get what
says,
you
"You are
fucking deserve.
wait, this guy's named Eugelus Sneed.
my bit, you fag."
Eugelus sleeve.
Shesko, Eugelus Sneed says, "You are simply too autistic to not drug your own kids."
Ooh, zoom in on him there. That's a good one. That's
Oh.
a zinger. You can tell that one hit him tough. Critical hit, sir. Oh.
Oh my god.
I hurt myself today. The whole room looks like it's reacting to the Feltoning. You're
Yeah.
right. Whoever said that.
Yeah,
Like that's Johnny Depp's reaction, the cat's reaction, and Joker's reaction. They all fit it. Home run, baby. It's a grand slam zinger.
It's super effective.
It really is.
Anyone, Nick should just avoid reading any super chat with the name Sneed in it. Like if there's the word Sneed in the super chat, just don't read that one.
What are these worthless fucking Jannies even doing?
Yeah.
It's like they're doing it for free or something.
Well, I do hear tell. I'm not gonna expose too much, but apparently a lot of the Johnnies love our show.
Oh no.
It's an argument, I suppose. Scott Christie Jones says, "After that intro, you're the white Rosa Parks." Damn right.
I don't think he meant that seriously, Rekieta. But Rekieta's taking it as though he is Rosa Parks. He's a freedom fighter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's a crusader for the truth.
Yeah, I'm sure Rosa Parks.
No, I know you watched the gym stream. I didn't. I wanted to. Dude, I haven't had time to watch this shit. There's a bunch of streams I want to watch.
Wait a
And
minute,
yeah, they're about
Rekieta. Don't you have time to fucking, you don't have to drive the kids around anymore or feed them? Not like you were anyway.
You have the most time out of
Don't you
anyone
have
in
the
world.
most free time? You don't have a job, and neither does your wife, and you have a lawyer to handle the legal work on the case.
There's no show prep.
He's not prepping anything. But guaranteed, he's watched the Medicare stream. But what's crazy to me is look at those eyes.
That's what I'm saying. Look, this is terrifying.
Whoa, man.
I can't even look at it for too long.
It's kind of freaky, man.
By the way, on my second monitor, you didn't see it, but it was just the Joker smile.
He's going to admit that he wants to watch our streams felting him. It's like, why are you wanting to watch streams of people like crucifying him?
If I was him, I'd be scared of our streams.
Holy.
Me, of course I want to know like what various people are saying about me, and I legitimately haven't had time to do it. I would love to. It says, will you say you don't, you act like you don't care. Will you answer his question?
Maybe it is that the Kiwi Farms thread is just moving too fast. He is struggling to keep up with reading that, and that's why he has no time for streams. But knowing him, he's multitasking. He's got his Kiwi Farms open on his fucking phone. He's scrolling. He's got on his desktop. He's got Kino Casino going on the TV. His gym, and he's just getting like triple felted, like multilateral level feltonings all at once. It's kind of like the Doctor Strange of feltonings. You know? Like, it's felted on every plane of existence, every time, every dimension. It's got Josh going to
it's layers
levels.
of feltoning. Yeah.
Was it worth it? Was what worth what? Yeah, I'll answer his question, but was what worth what? I don't know.
Come on, you know.
Asking. Like, I haven't watched it, legitimately.
He's asked, is the cocaine and the ball nose and April's sloppy toppy, was it worth losing your kids and going to jail?
Does he have pupils?
They're gone, man.
What the fuck? Buddy. There may be a single pixel, not even, of...
But it's so insulting to people's intelligence to pretend he doesn't know what it means by was it worth it?
Yeah.
It's like, what is the meaning of is? It depends on what the definition of is. It's like, oh, okay, bud. It's real honest of you.
I started watching the other... if you're talking about the Father's Day one, I started asking the other Jim, or watching the other Jim stream. I got like 10 minutes in, had to stop because I got distracted.
You were mentally
distracted. What is wrong?
So he admits that he's putting on internet drama streams.
That's he's in the last thing you should be fucking thinking about.
It really is the last thing that you should be fucking doing, because it's going to press you to make stupid decisions.
Well, he is pressed.
Never got back to it. And then I haven't watched the most recent one. Woman or they, them. Mullet Kid says, can't you just tell them it's not yours? You were holding it for someone. I work for people I know. They don't know what someone is the same someone that is in the bathroom when you shout. It's in the bathroom when you shout. The fuck does that mean?
It's his own Denny's joke. It's like the guy got him with the inverse Denny's switch up combo.
Yeah.
And he's just baffled.
Tell him that. But see, here's the thing. Just, again, as a general matter.
Imagine taking this question seriously and answering it like he's about to, by the way. Like,
oh, no.
I am charged with possession. Okay? So to establish possession, the government bears the burden of proving beyond a reasonable doubt that I was exercising exclusive dominion or control.
No, that's not true. You don't have to prove that you had exclusive access to it. They also charged Kayla with it.
Yeah.
You know, multiple people can be
in the house
of drugs. Well, it's in your bedroom. And you waived your Fifth Amendment rights like an idiot and told the police that, yes, this is my bedroom. So you're cooked. It's in your safe.
Over the substance. Yeah. That's what they have to prove. That's their burden of proof. And there's a bunch of tests.
Holy
to
fuck.
prove it. There's things like constructive possession. There's a whole lot of different ways to show possession, and the government will bear the burden of proving that beyond a reasonable doubt.
It's a pretty light burden, sir. I think I could prove it.
It's in the fucking house.
To tell them anything. They have to prove that I was possessing the thing that they say I'm possessing. That's it.
If I have drugs or guns or whatever like on me, and cops break into my house while I'm not home, it doesn't mean it's not mine. But I wasn't there.
He's so smug about this too, and so condescending, as though the whole world is stupid and the police are stupid, the system's stupid, and he's a brilliant genius. Like, the only he's gonna seriously try and blame this on his wife
or his kids.
Like, what's wrong with you, Rekieta?
Sorry?
That's what this case is about. And that will be fought in court. It won't be fought here. There's nothing I can say here to convince them or persuade them. There's no, like, even if they happen to be watching one of these streams, and I say the perfect defense or whatever, it won't matter. It has to be brought in court. It has to be brought.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Appropriately under the rules of evidence, under the rules of criminal procedure.
Oh my God.
And that's what has to be done.
The cope is endless.
Oh, I just walk off and say that. Like I could go tell them that. They would write it down in a little notepad and they'd say, thanks. See you at the next hearing.
The coke it actually belongs to Kiwi Farms.
You know this actually Josh Moon's coke. I was just holding it for you. Who's gonna believe this shit, man?
So no, it's not that simple.
No, it's
CW
not.
Raptor says, what were you and April looking for before the stream? We were worried when we heard you looking for something on the hot mic. I was looking for all my fucking windows.
Oh.
You know, he's so cooked there, and he refuses to answer. He goes, who were you talking to? He can't even bother to lie and say it was Kayla.
Right?
He's like, I was looking for my windows.
Fuck.
What does that mean? Your windows?
Wait, what?
That's what
you
he said.
looking for something on the hot mic. I was looking for all my fucking windows. That's what I was doing.
Like all the tabs?
Reformed Convict says, eat more.
Oh.
Shit, bro, I promised to call today. Brian, you're fired. Jasper Plan 9 says, good to see you back. Yellow Flash went full tart and gay with a couple Canadians earlier. You need better mods, man. I'm not super... I know people moderated a lot on my return stream. I'm not super interested in a bunch of moderation.
Come on.
Yeah, but wait, Yellow Flash.
Come on.
Yellow Flash. Yeah, first of all, yeah, the mods. But Yellow Flash went fully retarded and got mad, like was pissed that you fucking your kid had a coke, like.
Oh, Yellow
tested
Flash!
Positive. What an asshole!
Yellow Flash did the reasonable move of not sweeping for you. How dare you?
Wow.
I want people to get to say what they get to say. I don't want people saying sensitive details about children. That's basically it. IDK anymore. So
Could someone please think of the children? Yeah, I wish you did.
this Lipstick Larry animation summed you up perfectly. I guess I'll check it out.
He watches it on stream. It's funny.
IDK anymore also said the Lipstick Larry video on YouTube. It's called Overruled, a Nick Rekieta animated story. Debbie says, aloha, Nick.
So many about Lipstick
Woo!
Larry.
Lipstick
Kino.
Larry, Lipstick Larry. What a king.
Hey, what's up, Debbie? Bergon says, Nick, it's not worth it. Don't throw it all away. It will haunt you for the rest of your life. You still have time to make yourself better.
Fucking hilarious.
Don't throw it all away.
What a king.
But I bought a big dumpster.
What?
Mental illness just never ends, man.
Was that a joke?
It
But
was an attempt. He bought a big dumpster. His life is a dumpster.
His life, yeah.
His life has been dumpstered. And he might
his
get
house-
dumpstered in prison, you know, but
Apparently his house is a fucking dumpster. Look at that sip, dude. That was a big gulp. That was a cope
it was
gulp.
the cope gulp.
Uncle Andy says the only reason you're on right now is for money. Yes.
Whoa, Rekieta, like, that's sad, buddy. You really need that money, huh? Trust fund not cutting the checks for you these days? Or what's going on? Why do you need the few $100 meager that you're going to make on the stream? Thought you were
Absolutely.
wealthy.
He has to buy a gram.
People.
Also, because work is
Oh, I'll bring out the cats. I forgot. Sorry. I'll do that up.
Did we
cathartic.
hit that
and
goal?
it is
I think so.
helpful. And sitting around not working is fucking stressful. And I know, like, you can say streaming isn't work, and I'll agree with you or whatever. But, like, not doing things that you do is maddening. It puts you into a cabin fever mode. I don't like it. It's taken me so long to start it up because I have to be really careful about how I do it and really
You
intentional.
haven't been
But you
very
do it the
careful.
worst way possible
Like,
still.
It really is. It really is.
In a way that I haven't had to do. Now I do have to do it that way. So it's taken some adaptation, but hey, working on it. How much to play the Was It Worth It monologue from the gym on stream? Not today.
Oh, that's convenient. Not today. I'm on here for money, but there's no price that would get me to play that clip.
What about $1,000? You know, like
not today.
That's how much.
Not today.
That's how much it is. Mainly because I don't actually know how to do that on Rumble Studio right now with the setup that I have.
Oh my!
Rumble Studio sounds like a shithole. Like, doesn't it sound horrible?
It's really bad. How about you play the clip on your cell phone?
You know, and put on the mic, yeah. No. But Rumble Studio is, from what I hear, it's just all these problems.
But once I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Will ya?
With that, guys, we've got some topics coming up here. I'm gonna actually probably wrap up the show tonight.
You should.
But thank you for hanging out with me.
Wait, you hear that? We got some topics here, but I'm gonna wrap it up because I can't handle this.
Some stuff I could talk about, but the chat made me sad. Good night.
We do have some topics coming up.
All right.
Sure, I could look into those. Those are interesting things.
Yeah.
You know, and again, that whole I wasn't home.
You see?
Whoa!
You see what he's doing here? It's like, I wasn't home when the drugs were discovered.
That's felted. Look at that. Yo, fuck
That's the
you.
face
Are
of
you
a man
kidding
who's
me?
ratting on his wife.
He shouldn't have said that.
And he said he wasn't going to talk about his legal defense, but he's talking about his legal defense.
But that is a major thing to say that could be used in court.
Yeah. It will be.
Whoa.
Look at this.
Leighton Gate in my own search warrant. Maybe you should see if you can do some homework yourself.
Oh my. Oh my.
Whoa.
That's really disgusting and really sad.
What an idiot.
Kayla's going under the bus. Like, is she living there? Can we get proof that she's actually living there? Like, what's going on? It seems like what's going on is they're going to each try and throw the other one under the bus. Is what's going on.
Let me just say this. We're going to hear some great things in, what is it? Is it August?
Yeah, August. He says, I think it's August 21st is the first trial date.
Fuck.
And he was talking about, I removed it because it was kind of boring, but he was essentially saying he's going to motion for the whole thing to be thrown out. And he's hoping that it'll all end on that date. Yeah. The reality is it will not all be thrown out. Him trying to throw Kayla under the bus. Now, there might be something that comes out that does make it easier to throw Kayla under the bus. I don't know. At least optically. But I think it's pretty fucked of him to throw his wife under the bus.
I mean, we'll see.
That might be an interesting facet. Jay, thank you.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.